Welcome to the Adventures in Alchemy podcast, where we share tips, techniques, and true stories to support you in using the law of attraction and alchemy to create magic and live the life of your dreams. Here's your host, the founder of DailyAlchemy.com, Michelle Martin Dobbins.
Hi, this is Michelle Martin Dobbins, and this is Adventures in Alchemy podcast. And today I want to talk about fear. Again, I don't know, fear seems to be coming up. I did a few episodes back about should you do something scary. And I kind of talked about how doing this podcast was really scary for me. And I'll be honest, it's still a little scary for me. I'm on, episode 31 now. And it's getting easier, and I'm starting to feel better about it. And I'm starting to think about ways that I can make the episodes better. How can I make them sound better? How can I improve my planning? Because I do tend to go off on tangents sometimes as I just put a basic idea in practice. But I'm learning how to do this and get better at it and be less afraid of doing it. So the fear thing comes up for me again, and I wanted to share with you because sometimes new things, and I did a business retreat with my friend last week, and we talked about how we go through these hurdles as online business owners. And even if you are not particularly an online business owner, you're going to go through these hurdles in your life too. Personal growth. It's like something happens and we start doing something new, and every time we do it, it makes us want to throw up. Nauseous. And so we talked about how when we first started writing blog posts, every time we hit publish, we were like, oh, nauseous. And then when we first started sending out newsletters, nauseous. And, for me, the podcast every time was just really scary. And there are so many things. And right now, I'll be honest, I'm going to tell you, I have something that's looming over my head that my gut says, go ahead, do it. It's going to be great for you. It's going to make you grow. It's going to make you a better person. It's going to make you able to serve more people and just be a stronger person. Yeah. And you're going to laugh. You're going to laugh. Okay, maybe you won't laugh. You might not even know what I'm talking about. It's Periscope. Have you heard about the new app, the new social media where you're on live and you talk and connect with people? Well, that is super, super scary for me. But for some reason, I just have this this urge to do it because I feel like it will get me over my fear of public speaking. As my podcast has helped me kind of get over my fear of just sharing my voice and sharing my thoughts and getting them all together. So I'm going to jump in and do it. But I will tell you, I have had the app downloaded for 2 weeks. I have planned out my strategy and how I can best be of service using it. And I haven't jumped yet. No, I haven't jumped off the train or onto the train or whatever the analogy would be. But I am definitely going to do it. I'm committing to you guys. So good fear versus bad fear. How do you know? Well, I think we all know that doing things that bring us personal growth, that's a good fear. And we need to just move past it. There's a wonderful, wonderful book that I read many, many times. It's called Feel the Fear and Do It Anyway by, I believe her name is Dr. Susan Jeffers. I think she's passed away. All of her books are fabulous. So Google her, do a search on Amazon for her, and maybe I can find a link to her book to put in the show notes. But it's a super good book. And a lot of us in the spiritual realm, we want to get rid of fear and banish fear, thinking that fear is a low vibration thing. And I don't know. I just think as we grow and we expand our comfort zone, there's always going to be a little level of fear that we get through. But I do know too that once we've gotten through certain hoops, once say you've done a blog post, well, maybe it's scary then to do newsletters, but guess what? It's not going to be as scary because you've already been through it, just like a child. When you get up and you first start walking, maybe it's scary to think that you're going to fall. Actually, I don't know that they even worry about that like we do as adults. But, when you take these steps and you learn new things, it's scary. But as you learn more, the fear becomes much more manageable. And there is that edge of excitement to it. And you know what your heart's calling you to do. Okay. Just like I do. We all know what our heart is calling us to do. And self-love is a great tool to get through these fear things. Do whatever you have to do to get yourself to take on the good scary things. The bad scary things, you know. I mean, all you have to do is like, what is the outcome if I do this or that, right? Now, sometimes you might want to tell yourself a scary story like, oh, I could tell myself I get on Periscope, I'm totally going to be embarrassed and I will never live it down. Like, I can't even believe that, okay? Because I know that it goes away in 24 hours and I don't ever have to show it again if I don't want to, right? So please, I've embarrassed myself enough that I could certainly do it on Periscope and survive. And if it's going to benefit my audience and help me serve more people in a better way, more effective way, then I definitely need to jump on and do it. And there's something that you need to jump on and do. What is it? Do you need to start a new project? Do you need to finish a project that you've started that is hanging above your head, that you're afraid that it's not going to be good enough, or you're just having those things and you want to make it totally perfect? Make it be done, okay? Make it be done. Just take a jump, though. If you want to write and show your writing to someone. We all have gifts, we all have talents, and they develop by using them. And even if you don't think you have talent now, just do something that calls to your heart and you're going to have great results. Okay. You may have to do it a while. I am still learning the podcast system and I'm still hoping that I'm going to get better. And I'm thanking you, those of you that are hanging in there with me and going through this learning process with me. And it'll probably be the same on Periscope. In fact, I'm sure it will. The first one's going to be crazy. I won't necessarily know how to work the controls, but I'll learn it just like you'll learn how to do that thing that really scares you, that thing that you know that once you do it, you're going to feel so much better about yourself and you're going to have a lot of joy and a lot of fun with it. So, yeah, sorry to say, spiritual growth, law of attraction asks us to keep raising our vibration and keep raising it. Yeah, we get little plateaus, we get little breaks, and then we need to go back to work. But it should be fun work. Here I am telling you it's going to make you nauseous, but it should be fun. But really it is. Being alive and doing the things that make you feel alive, the thrill of that, there's nothing to compare. So I want to hear about what's scary for you and what you're going to do this week. So go over to dailyalchemy.com and either click on my Facebook page, my Twitter page, or I think you can click on the little envelope. You can send me an email. Tell me what you know you need to do, but you're afraid to do, but that you're committing to do this week. Okay? One thing, one scary thing that you're going to do. I tell you what, I'm going to do Periscope this week. And so what are you going to do? I want to know. I want to know. Please hit me up. Let me know. I want to know what you're going to do. And then I want you to come back and tell me after you did it and how fabulous you feel. Or if you're not at that fabulous point, we'll commiserate together how soon we're going to feel fabulous about it. Okay? So go out there, have a magical week, conquer the scaries, and I'll see you next time. Namaste.
Thanks for listening to the Adventures in Alchemy podcast. Connect with me on thedailyalchemy.com or Facebook at facebook.com/Michelle Dobbins, author. Join us next time for even more magical life tips.